And that's a good thing, Ledrick. You made a good point. On top of the fact that even if they wanted to pay with credit card, you don't want to pay 2.8% on $20,000. You don't even want that to happen. The client may have an American Express. A lot of companies have maximum limits that they can spend on their credit card. But you may come across a client that's a top level executive that says, my American Express is going to go through. You want me to swipe it? You want me to put the 20 grand on there? I don't care. I'm not worried. And then you end up paying, a big $800-900 in credit card fees. You don't want that to happen. You want a check or a wire transfer. And most big companies understand that. But are you in a position to accept that? A lot of you guys are not. If you just got a DBA and you don't got an LLC, you don't want to send a Square invoice and let them pay on the Square invoice. You want to do wire transfer. That's a great point. Square is allowing you to do bank drafts now, but what's the percentage that they're taking? I don't want to get Square involved with a bank transfer. They're just going to take a cut. I have the information to go directly to my bank, and there is no cut. I don't want Square getting 1%. Not happening. Just to do what? To be a middleman? Nah. That's the way to go. Everybody should be building their companies to go after subscription-based clients. Nobody needs one picture anymore. They need to post every single day and post different videos for different audiences, for different people at different times. So think about what's going on with algorithms and feeding you advertising based off what you like. I don't understand why people think that their company needs to be those companies that create content specifically for people who fall within their algorithm needs different variations and versions of that content. And two, as a business owner yourself, this I can do everything mentality doesn't work in the world we live in today that specifically feeds you information based off the information you provide. That's why Facebook and Google is getting billions and trillions of dollars in marketing, because they allow advertisers to feed their brand or product specifically to people that want what they have, which will increase sales like crazy. I don't want to show 2023 Mustang bumpers to people that own Dodge Challengers or Hondas. I only want to show it to people who own Mustangs of that year. So as a business owner, that's why I tell you to niche down. So now we can go after people who really need what you have to offer. So look at the world you're in. It's a very specific world where advertisers are looking for specific audiences. Build your brand to go after specific audiences, and you will have success. That's a long-winded answer, but I wanted to make sure that you guys are thinking about that. Like, you want to get in this business thing, you got to think like that. You got to think at that level. I'm going to tell you, the way I teach it, I tell you don't get money involved at all. Now, don't get me wrong. If I come to you as a dentist and I say, I want to make a onboarding video for recruiting dental assistants, if you tell me that's the number one thing you need help with, and I says, as my beta client, I want to work with you to create the best possible version, and you come and say, I need headshots, I'm going to charge you for headshots. That's not what we're working on. We're working on the number one need you said you had. And the reason I don't like to get money involved, and people, listen, this is at your discretion. When there's money, when there's any dollar amount involved, there's a certain amount of pressure that is there that will mask the truth sometimes. People won't be honest if they're not honest when there's money involved. And I've learned that, because just like that, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to do it for half. Or I'm going to do it for little to nothing just to get this information. And they still weren't honest. They still didn't feel like my true intentions was to help your brand. I'm going to make that money back. Deep down in my heart, I am here to help you. Help me help you. And if there's a dollar amount involved, they're going to feel like they need to get a certain something out of you. And they won't be super honest. I need you to tell me my stuff is trash. I need you to say, look, man, it took you too long to give me this. I need you to say, I don't like the process it took to even go through to sign up with you. I don't like the fact that you only shoot on Tuesdays. I need you to tell me why you don't like something I'm doing, or why you love something I'm doing, or why you think this is valuable, or this, man, that's dope, man. The way you added I need that. Money sometimes makes that foggy. So just be careful.
So let me guess, your passion is this, and you want to attract this or this. So you can make more of this, but your portfolio or demo reel is not this. I've worked for these companies in the past. When it comes to finding a job or getting the attention of potential clients, a demo reel or portfolio with random clips and music won't cut it. And that's why I created this. The 5 key steps for creating an effective demo reel that converts. It's an online course designed to show you how to market your skills and past experience and create a video portfolio that's designed to blow away your competition and 10x your results. Remember, if you can't tell your story, how do you expect someone to hire you to effectively tell their story? Enroll today at FlashFilm Academy. It's time to turn passion into profit.
What's the place social media plays in our job? I hear a lot of people talking about LinkedIn. I have a profile. I don't do anything with it.
That's easy. Everybody in the comments who go on LinkedIn for fun or to find stuff other than looking for a job, just put a 1 in the comments. In my opinion, the best use for LinkedIn for a company like ours is for advertising purposes, for paid advertising. You have to have the organic part set up to boost posts and advertise things. But and it's very expensive to advertise. I would much rather understand my niche, who that audience is, and then find out what social media platform they use. And then dump money into that rather than putting something out on LinkedIn, hoping that people see it on LinkedIn. I got a big LinkedIn profile, a lot of followers. If I go on LinkedIn, it's to delete messages from the automated happy birthdays and congratulations. I don't know a lot of people that wake up and check their LinkedIn in the morning. I know a lot of people that wake up and check their Facebook. As far as Instagram, there's a time and place. I'm just saying, don't let Instagram be your website. Don't let it be your portfolio. Would you research things such as company stock usage rates before giving a client a price? Let me tell you guys something. I don't give a damn what the company is doing on their stock price. That has nothing to do with what I'm charging. When a company is selling you a car, they run credit so that you can get financed. The price don't change of the actual car. Your interest rate may change. That's completely different. That is the money that the financing company want to get from you. But if you have great credit, the price of that car does not change. Either you can afford it or you can't. When I'm working with a company, my price is my price. When you start thinking like that, you're thinking you're trying to rob them. You're trying to stick them for their papers. What the company does has nothing to do with what you should be charging. You should have work that's valued on both ends of the spectrum. A company that I use so much that is so great at this is Apple. They will sell you a $60,000 MacBook Pro and 2 $8,000 screens. They don't look at what you can afford. They're not running background searches on you to see what you've bought. Either you can afford it or you can't. As a business owner, your scale needs to be that large. We can go all out. 6 cameras, live, jib, crane, cable cam. We can do it all. If you can afford it. If you can't, then we won't do it. Stop trying to rob people. People know when you're trying to rob them. Tommy asks, when do I think the slow months are compared to the fast months? I think that depends on your niche, right? If you are in weddings, you're going to have a whole different hot season than if you are just doing, corporate events. Like, it just depends on what niche you're in. If you got 2 or 3 niches, sometimes it helps to have niches that overlap, where a hot season is a cold season and a cold season is a hot season. So once you go through it, you'll have the ability to know when your hot seasons are, and you can kind of prepare for them. You can kind of go into them and be a little more aggressive on marketing or offering sales during the slow seasons to kind of get things going. For me, I want to say it takes probably about 2 years to really know when your seasons are, because I felt like doing corporate work, things would slow down certain parts of the year. Like, I thought January, it would just slow down. But some of my best months are like February. Then it may slow down a little bit in May, and then conference season hits and I'm doing more events. What's going on now, everything has changed. All my old, road maps as to how things went have changed significantly because of the current situation in the world, and where everybody's trying to figure it back out again. So you'll get an idea as to how things work. For me, I've learned that about year 2 is when I can figure it out. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at FlashFilmAcademy.com. You can go to FlashFilmAcademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. You know where to go. Right up in here. Somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.